Welcome to Palm Springs, California, where the desert sun has set, but the world's most exciting tennis stars have come to play at Indian Wells for the Tie-Break 10's primetime spectacular, the annual Eisenhower Cup. This year, we'll feature even more great players than usual as we stage our first ever doubles contest with 8 incredible pairings of top-ranked men and women who we don't normally get to see competing for a mixed doubles title. All 16 players stay courtside throughout the night, getting a rare chance to hang out together and even joining in with our live commentary team. In just 2 hours from now, we'll crown a champion duo. This is high-pressure, winner-takes-all tennis, where every point counts. Live from the desert at Indian Wells, it's Tie-Break 10s.
Okay, everybody, welcome to Doubles in the Desert Eisenhower Cup, presented by Massimo, a Tie-Break 10s event. My name's Andrew Krasny, alongside the very lovely Blair Henley. And don't adjust your television sets. You're not seeing double. Well, maybe you are. Blair, what's happening here?
That's right, Andrew. This is Tie-Break 10s with a twist, because for the very first time in the 11 iterations of this event, 8 mixed doubles teams are going to be battling it out for bragging rights and a $200,000 check, which is not bad.
$200,000 is a lot of money. We're going to be joking around tonight, but they're going to get down to business going for that cash. And speaking of cash, everybody, every seat that you see filled here in Tennis Paradise at the BNP Paribas Open, every seat tonight means money to very deserving charities in the Coachella Valley. So give yourselves a big round of applause. That is huge. Okay, now, we want to hear about this lineup tonight. So let's go upstairs, Blair, to our favorite doubles team ever, Mark Petchey and Coco Vandeweghe.
And right back at you there, Andrew, as well. Look at this draw. We've got a world #1. We've got current Grand Slam champions, former Grand Slam champions, Olympic gold medalists, defending champions from last year's Indian Wells. Where do you look first, Coco?
Oh, we got to look at this first match here with Sakkari and Tsitsipas. They have been playing together since the United Cup. I'm excited to see what this action has for tonight. I don't know about you, Mark.
I'm looking forward to all of it. Swiatek, of course, we shouldn't forget that she was a runner-up at the French Open in doubles as well.
She's got a lot of proof out here. I mean, she's #1 in the world. She's the defending champion here at Indian Wells, so she's got to carry that team.
And there's one person that we are delighted to see back in the Tie-Break 10s format as well. Of course, she played here last year. She's back on tour. She's been away for a while. Ons Jabeur, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here. You know, it was a tough decision to take to come back to Indian Wells, but I feel I'm ready here.
I don't know, Ons. I don't think it's that tough of a decision. I mean, I know in playing these matches were always a special time for me. How are they special to you?
I mean, very. I just, you know, as a tennis player, you always miss competing. So it's always, you know, you never know if it's the right decision to come back soon or not. So for me, I took the decision. I will assume like I'm here. I'm taking full responsibility. I'm having so much fun, you know, being here. So hopefully it will be great.
I believe you're going to stay with us as well with the headset on for a bit as well, Ons. We look forward to coming back to you, but right now we're going to get down to Andrew, who's here for the very unique start to a Tie-Break 10s match.
Okay, thanks, Mark. I'm with Raluca Andre from Romania. She is our chair umpire, and we're going to do some rock, paper, scissors. Ladies, you'll be in charge. You know the rules, right? 1, 2, 3, boom, right? You know, scissor cuts paper, paper covers the rock, and rock wins it all. So you ready for rock, paper, scissors? And that will determine who serves first. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, did you mess it up already? Paula, come on. We've been talking about this for months. We're going to try this one more time. Okay, remember, 1, 2, 3, and then boom. You got to focus, okay? 1, 2, 3, and then boom. Okay, so rock beats scissor. So the Greeks are serving first. Well, it's up to you. What would you like to do? You're going to receive. So the Greeks are going to receive. Let's hear it for Tie-Break 10s, everybody. Let's get this going.
It's a cool night here in the desert, but there will be some red-hot tennis as we have the countdown clock to get ready for the opening point. But Osunori will kick things underway here in the desert.
Ready, play.
start as well.
That's what you want to see. You want to see your male partner get involved as much as possible, especially when you're playing mixed doubles. They're supposed to clean up that mess at the net.
As we said right at the start, these two have had a fair bit of experience playing with each other in the Hopman Cup and the United Cup, some considerable success as well. Steph just coming back onto the tour as well with a shoulder injury that's kept him out the last couple of weeks. What an impressive forehand from Tsitsipas.
That's one thing that Paula needs to get used to really quickly is the big shot hitting from Stefanos. He's going to come big, he's going to come firing. She's got to get ready and prepared early.
Maria with a put-away volley, of course, runner-up to Swiatek here last year. He's a former champion, one of those former champions who was talking about here in the desert. Cam Norrie won here in 2021, and he's been on an incredible run the last couple of years, Coco.
He certainly has. He's really stepped up his form. It's been week in, week out, and that's the toughest thing to do as a tennis player is to be consistent every single week. Always another great call is you when you're playing mixed doubles. You, go get it. Go hit that ball.
Sabalenka, Australian Open champion. Belinda Bencic, who's been on such a great, rich vein of form in 2023. Outrageous rally. Just the 5th point of the tiebreak tens event here in Indian Wells, and it is absolutely spectacular. On Jabeur, how good was that?
Amazing. I love the touch at the end from Maria. She's learning, you know.
She's watched you a few too many times.
No, she's really great. She has great hands, and I don't know, but I think I'm betting on the Greeks here. They played together before, so I think they know each other more.
Good body serve from Sakkari. Ons, how much mixed doubles have you played over the course of your career?
None, believe it or not. I mean, I want to play like Grand Slam, mixed doubles, and a few players asked me a couple of times, but you know, you always want to keep the energy for the singles. So this will be probably my first experience ever, really.
Ons, you got to take it from me. Play mixed doubles. It's the way to go. It's so much easier. You let the guy do all the work out there. It's just so nice. And
they're pretty heavy, so I'm not sure about that.
You just close your eyes and swing.
You never played with me, Coco. Few blankets in the crowd tonight in these cool conditions, but Tsitsipas here blanketing the net beautifully, helping his partner out, and a fairly substantial lead here as we see Casper Ruud.
Great deep return for Maria. That's such a great play in doubles. Get the return deep, let your partner close at the net, take away the middle, because when the ball comes deep, you catch it a little late, it's easy to take that ball middle.
Things Change pretty quickly in a tiebreaker like this.
Absolutely.
They're not out of it.
Absolutely. I mean, tiebreaks can change on a flip of a coin. It's honestly on serve. You're just a couple points off. You just got to think about it one at a time. Just get one here. I know it's Stefano serving and it's going to be difficult, but Paula just got to focus on trying to get the return back in play. A second serve is a great opportunity to do that. Too nice from Cam at the start of the point. He had some opportunities to put that ball away a lot earlier. Great job from Paula, just staying steady, getting that extra ball back, not letting Stefanos have too much control in this rally.
How good is this format? Already we're right into the business end of this opening tiebreak. Some sensational rallies as well.
Letting that one go, a little nervous to take it. High backhand, that was a great play from Cam to go at the net player. It's always a great target, especially when you're facing a second serve.
Taylor Fritz there, of course, winner in Delray Beach, has got an incredible record in breakers so far this year. 12-1, just the 2 lost for the American.
That sounds like a commentator's jinx right there.
That's 6-0.
Did say things can pivot pretty quickly in these tiebreakers, and that's exactly what's happened. We changed dead even here, 6 points each. Ons, where's your money now? You said you kind of felt the Greeks were going to win, but momentum right now is with Cam and Paula.
I mean, I'm still with the Greeks.
Stay strong, stay strong.
No, just I don't want to let my Greek people let down. So I'm here.
Steph Stad, Apostolos, Mark Philippoussis here as well in Indian Wells.
7-6. Sakari Tsitsipas.
That stops the momentum that they had.
Fantastic play by Cam there. Taking the middle, he has the lefty forehand right there ready to rip it, and he did a fantastic job moving forward and cutting the angle.
Loves the wide serve on the due side in singles, doesn't she? So will she go there again? Cam loves the little cross-court nudge backhand return, though. She went tee, and she got the desired result, a nice free point.
8-7. Sakari Tsitsipas.
Well, you're still looking good at the moment, Ons.
Are we going for 14-14 and then sudden death after, or what?
They're going to freeze you out there going 14-14.
Good one.
9-7. Sakari Tsitsipas.
A tiebreak
Match
to warm
point.
up, Ons. Thanks for spending your time with us throughout the first 15 points of this breakup. As your prediction looks as though it is going to come to fruition. Couple of match points. One left. Sharp volley
9-8.
from Norrie.
Sakari Tsitsipas. Still match point.
Champion Rio recently against Alcaraz, how well he played down there on the clay. dropped in. Somehow he got it around Sakkari at the net there. How did that happen, Coco?
A little bit of a mishit, it sounded like. I mean, it's better
9-all.
lucky than good sometimes. And that one was a bit more luck than good, but Cam is definitely good.
Great competitors out there. Świątek getting ready, of course. She's up next with Hubie Hurkacz, her fellow Poe, up against the two Canadians, Leylah Fernandez and Felix Auger-Aliassime.
10-9. Sakkari Tsitsipas.
Wouldn't
Match
Stefanos
point.
have loved that just 1 point ago? This has got to be a lefty slider out wide. It's got to.
Intentionally
10-0.
killed the pace.
That is just such an advantage that lefties have on the ad side. They get to spin it out wide to the righty's backhand. You're just left stretching and seeing a spin that you never get to see.
Oh, it's gone over. Can you believe it?
Sorry, not sorry from Stefanos.
11-10.
Frame and
Sakkari
fortune
Tsitsipas.
for Tsitsipas.
Match
See,
point.
again, better lucky than good.
Nothing that Badosa could have done about that. Couldn't have gone and taken it out of the air. It looked as though it was going to hit the tape. And for a fourth time, the Greeks have a chance to claim this first tiebreaker of the evening.
Match won by Sakkari Tsitsipas.
Well, it's wide smiles for the Greek duo down there, and rightly so. It took 4 match points. Badosa and Norrie fall at the first hurdle, but what a contest that was, and how well it bodes for all of us this evening here in Indian Wells, the 3rd edition of the Eisenhower Cup, and it started magnificently. The losers, unfortunately, get to have a little chat with Blair here about that experience that they just had.
Okay, this is a team of Indian Wells 2021 champions. You showed us a tense tiebreak right off the bat today, but how well did you know each other coming in? And Paula, how much fun was this tonight?
Well, I hope it's this 2023 Team Indian Wells champion as well, right? Yeah, I mean, we know each other, but maybe not that close. But it was very fun to play with him, and yeah, maybe hopefully in the future we can play.
Kim, we're going to be excited to see you on the singles court this coming week as well. How nice is it to get a little taste of competition in front of an incredible crowd tonight?
Yeah, especially and to share the court with Paolo. I never played something like this, so it was really fun. And like we said, we're like it's good vibes playing together, and hopefully we can bring home the titles again in 2023.
We love to hear it. Paula Badosa and Cam Norrie.
Cam, who spends a fair bit of time in Alicante in Spain practicing as well, of course, where Paula comes from, as Tiebreak 10s gets the evening underway with a cheers and a bit of smiles and some great competition as well. It is all to play for here tonight, as the next match is up soon.
Specialty services, building state-of-the-art facilities, applying with new technology, and recruiting building specialists for building services.
It's fast and furious here, Coco, and the next match, the 4 players are already out here, and this is a very, very enticing prospect with these 4.
Absolutely. I mean, it's no rest for the wicked. We saw Iga doing her usual warm-up with the quick feet on the sideline while the losers were getting interviewed. It's just no relaxing, it seems like, from her.
Leylah's had a tough time, really, since making that US Open final, hasn't she? She's obviously had some injuries, the stress fracture of the foot as well, but it's not easy with the expectation after what she achieved there.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I've made semifinals at Grand Slams and quarterfinals, and it's always hard because everyone's gunning for you. You always have a target on your back, and you never seem to be able to breathe because even the lesser-ranked players are gunning even harder than what you expect and what you're used to. And it's just different and difficult every single week.
And this is the current world #1, of course, defending champion here in Indian Wells as well. She played superbly well in the Middle East as well, picked up the title in Doha, but of course lost in the final against Krejcikova in Dubai.
Yes, these are going to be fantastic conditions for Iga. The courts are playing super slow, and it's
just how you like them, Coco.
No, can't say I do. And it's cold out there, so it's going to make it even slower. So I think these conditions are really going to suit Iga.
Hurkacz coming back into form as well, of course. Just won his 6th title in Marseille just recently. He's been to the last 8 a couple of times here in Indian Wells. He started very strongly in 2023. Confidence is definitely oozing through the veins for the Poles. And Hurkacz has got some good doubles pedigree as well. He's won a couple of Masters 1000s, and of course these two know each other very nicely from down under at the United Cup. And there's a lot of love on that side of the side as well with Felix Auger-Aliassime. We're back with Andrew.
Thanks, Mark. Okay, it's time for rock, paper, scissors. We're going to figure out who serves and receives. Ladies, are you ready to play the game? Rock, paper, scissors. Do you know how to do it, Iga? You're bad at it? Do you want to defer to your partner, have him do it? Remember, it's 1, 2, 3, and then boom. Either scissors, paper, or rock. No, that's too complicated, Iga. It's only a 2-week tournament. Okay, so are you ready to go? Rock, paper, scissors. Let's get this going. 1, 2, 3. No. It's on the 4th one. Iga, you're the #1 player of the world. You have to focus. Layla, come back over here. It's 1, 2, 3, and then boom. Whatever you want, okay? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, and then boom. Okay, so paper beats the rock. So what do you guys choose to do? You want to serve first. So we're going to name you Igahoo. Igahoo's going to serve first. You know how like Jennifer Lopez goes out with Ben Affleck and it's J. Ben or whatever they call it? So we're going to do Igahoo against Alia Layla. How's that? Okay, here we go. All right, they're going to serve first. Let's hear it for tiebreak #2. Everybody get ready for the countdown.
It's cool enough to be an igloo. I don't know about that, but Andrew coming up with some nice names here as once again we get the countdown clock here at tiebreak 10s. The 10 seconds on the clock. And we're almost there for the 2nd tiebreaker of the evening. This wonderful short version of this sport. And of course, this format can be played at your local club. You can organize tournaments. This isn't about a sponsor. This is about a format. And if you do want to get out there and play, and you can send your videos into the Instagram page for Tiebreak 10s. It's the 11th edition. You played it, Coco, in New York. Did you enjoy it?
I absolutely did. I had such a blast playing in Madison Square Garden, being from the United States, knowing all about the history of Madison Square Garden. I had 2 relatives. My grandfather was a New York Knick, and my uncle was also a New York Knick. So I had to find some, heritage and inspirations of ghosts of their past of basketball, but I had to bring it out onto the tennis court. So I did a pretty good job out there. It was so fun, such lightning speed, and I really enjoyed myself.
Well, Layla didn't play in Monterrey last week. She, of course, has won her 2 titles down there in Mexico. So she is just residing inside the world's top 50 for the time being. Made the round of 16 here as well. She quite enjoys these conditions. She'll be hoping for an uptick in form, and that's a nice start for the Canadians. Iga wants to challenge. Got in his head. Just living rent-free up there.
I think she did. That's what being #1 in the world does, I guess, just absolutely doing cartwheels in Felix's head.
This might not be the quickest second serve he's ever hit. Well, delighted to say we're getting the players to join us tonight here at Tiebreak 10s, and a player that has been red hot all season. Belinda Bencic, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
What a season you're having.
Yeah, pretty good. it was a great start to the season, so I hope to continue like that.
Are you feeling rested?
I feel very rested. I don't feel tired at all. So, I mean, winning is fun. So right now I'm just trying to continue my momentum.
Winning is definitely fun, Belinda, but how are you preparing differently than for this match than you would for any other match?
Yeah, this is very different. So it's my first time playing tiebreak 10. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I definitely think we have to stay warm and just yeah, warm up as best as we can and just start very ready, as it's just very fast and 10 points.
Kasper Rustad, Christian there. They'll be used to a pretty cool temperature coming from Norway.
Can't say I've ever been.
Should go. Beautiful part of the world. Canada's had some freezing temperatures this year. Brilliant from all four.
That was fantastic athleticism from Iga. It was amazing to see how the Canadians were just trying to find any opening in that court. It seemed like the Poles just had it completely covered, completely blanketed out there.
Belinda, you've played a bit of mixed doubles in your time. I remember being in Perth. You were playing with another Swiss player that some people may remember.
Yeah, that was very fun. That was the best experience of my life for sure. But also now I'm super excited to play with Stan as well. I mean, to play with Roger and Stan, you know, the two greatest male players from Switzerland. It's amazing. So yeah, I'm very excited and nervous.
You're not going to hit Stan like you did Federer, though, off the return, are you?
Oh, God, please don't remind me of that.
Oh, that is miraculous. Houdini her catch.
I don't think Felix realizes how quick Leylah is. She was there in plenty of time, and he was trying to cover her. And unfortunately, that left an open court over on the ad side.
Fernandez tattoo.
Pegs are good. Pegs are good in tiebreak 10s. You always got to go for the biggest target, and sometimes that's the body.
No prisoners being taken here tonight in the desert. Extraordinary rally.
That was a fantastic change of pace and play by Leylah. She first volley that she hit to Iga was hard and flat. The next one she kind of eased up on it, spinned it low to her feet, and Iga could not pick it up off her toes.
Felix getting a feel for what many of the WTA players understand week in, week out against Swiatek.
Iga showing Felix definitely what it is to be #1 in the world. Leylah is doing an absolute fantastic job of just taking the balls out of the middle. She's showing that she's actually a very proficient doubles player and keeping the rallies out of the middle and taking them with her volleys.
Herkach gets away with that. Wasn't the cleanest hit, but we again, as we were in the opening tiebreaker, change ends at 6 apiece. Tiebreakers have been a bit of a strength of yours this season, Belinda. 1-6, lost just a couple. Is there any secret to it for those viewers at home?
Not really a secret. I don't know. It's really, it's been going well this season. I had some really tight ones in the last 2 tournaments, and yeah, I had also in 2019. I think I had a very positive tiebreak record. So I don't know. Hopefully, it's going to help me tonight.
I mean, Belinda, you gotta absolutely expect a lot out of yourself tonight, especially playing with such an accomplished male player on your side. What do you focus on for yourself when you go out there on the mixed doubles court?
I think honestly, you know, as a woman, so we don't have so much pressure like they have in mixed doubles. I feel like we can just swing at the ball and, you know, just make the returns and try our best. And I think it's the men that have more pressure, you know, to serve good and to return and just, you know, to cover a little bit more court. So hopefully, you know, we'll just have fun and just get in the rhythm of playing.
Poach from Herkach. Belinda, has been a place that you've enjoyed playing in as well, of course, semi-final here in 2019, but I remember back in 2015, a huge win against Wozniacki, who was 5 in the world.
I still remember that. It was really cool, yeah, to play here. I was here for the first time when I was 15 years old, so very early. And yeah, I enjoy so much playing here. It's really great always to come back here, and I had some good results. So hopefully, you know, I can recreate that and just have some good matches and a good start to the tournament.
Where do you think Herkach is going to serve here?
Me? Oh,
yeah.
I have no idea. I never played him.
There it is. Those from the north of the border, unfortunately, fall to defeat in the south, and it is at the hands of the Poles. They are 2 very, very accomplished players. Bill Gates in the house, who loves his tennis, of course, will be here, I'm sure, for most of this event. Swiatek and Herkach get through by 10 points to 6. To the Poles, but Andrew gets to chat with Felix and Leylah.
Okay, a tough loss tonight, but you gave it your best. How was it playing mixed doubles with Leylah?
Oh, it's always great. You know, she's so fun to be around, so I had a great time. We got a bit lucky at the start with the net, but I guess not lucky enough to win it all.
Going toe-to-toe with Iga, that's exciting, right? Playing the #1 player of the world?
Yes, of course. It's always exciting when playing #1 in the world. You know, I think it was a good 10-point breaker, and I was having so much fun with Felix, and hope we can do this again.
All right, well, win or lose, it's the best smile on the tennis court. So way to go for the Canadians. Let's hear it for Felix Auger-Aliassime, Leylah Fernandez, and Blair, you're gonna get ready for some rock, paper, scissors.
All right, come on out. All right, we're gonna see how this goes. First couple.
So the third match about to get underway here with Ons Jabeur, Casper Ruud, Jess Pegula and Tommy Paul. As we said, this is a wonderful format, and it's a couple of hours of high-octane tennis, as you've seen, some real quality early on here, and there's going to be more coming up from 4 players that are absolutely world-class. Casper Ruud doesn't play a lot of doubles, but Jess Pegula certainly does, and she'll be looking to try and put her mark on this match, I would imagine.
I mean, she's definitely the best doubles player out there on the court. She's the one that plays the most consistently, not only in Grand Slams, but also in the regular WTA events. She's played with multiple partners, so that shows that you are a very capable doubles player if you can win with multiple partners.
3 in the world right now, and it's been a wonderful time for American men's and women's tennis. And of course, Tommy Paul forging his way into the world's top 20 for the very first time as well. It's been amazing to watch his rise.
It has, it really has, because for so long he was kind of left to the wayside with Taylor and Francis and Riley and all those big names that have come and kind of made splashes before he did. And now it's kind of Tommy's time. It's Tommy who has beaten Taylor at Acapulco just recently in a
How dramatic was that?
Oh man, I was hurting for both of them. I mean, talk about a quad burning match and I mean cramping match from both of them. And as we saw, Taylor ended up having to go to the hospital. But I mean, it just shows what tennis is all about. It shows how physically fit and mentally fit you have to be out there.
It is time for another round of rock, paper, scissors. Come on up, you guys. Hang on, one more serve. We'll let you get it in, Jess. All right, she's ready. All right, who are we electing? Who are gonna be our rock, paper, scissors expert? All right, the ladies, here we go. Let's see how this goes. Ons is ready. Ready, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, perfect, A+. Scissors beats paper. All right, Casper Ruud and Ons Jabeur to serve.
Well, there again, of course, 10 seconds represents the 10 points that you need to win one of these tiebreak 10s matches. Here is Casper Ruud. Let's play.
Casper was just testing Jess a little bit there, seeing if she had the gusto to just hang with her, and he's gonna find out. Jess has more than enough gusto to hang with the cross-court battle.
Ons may have been away from the match court for a while, but she hasn't lost any of those silky skills. Lovely little touch there from the Tunisian.
Ons has one of the best hands on tour. I've had many of experiences, center court on Arthur Ashe Stadium. I was getting drop shotted on shots that I thought, there's no way that this should happen. This shouldn't go over the net. There's no way she has the feel to be able to do this. And yep, time and time again, she did.
Beautiful kicker there from Tommy Paul, something that I think, Cam Norrie, you've seen a bit of over the years. Are you with us, Cam?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear you? You're not sulking after your loss, are you?
Nah, can you hear me?
Can hear you now.
Nah, I'm pretty upset though, but yeah.
It's been a good run for you though down on the clay. How's it feel having the hard courts under your shoes again? Back in a place you've won.
It feels a lot nicer, I can say that for sure. But no, it was a good trip to South America and obviously exceeded expectations there. But no, I loved it out there, and yeah, for sure, good to be back on the hard courts and back in a new Wells. Oh, come on, Tommy, make that.
And I believe winners at Grinners. Is Maria with us as well?
Ruud. Yes, I am.
Hey, Maria, congrats.
Thank you.
That was close.
Yes, indeed it was.
It's pretty lucky, honestly, that shank from Steph.
It's called skills and talent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Frame and fortune, that shot. How good is this?
I think Casper should have just let Ons hit the overhead. I think he caused more trouble than good on that point.
That's guys for you, Coco. They only cause trouble, don't they, Maria?
Yes, it does. Oh, she's talking to me right now. I don't know what she said. She always likes to talk.
You look like you have a lot of fun with Steph on the court.
I am. I've played more mixed doubles the last couple of years than I've played doubles. So it's always great to play with Steph. He's an amazing player, a very good friend of mine, and I mean, he's a pretty decent partner, I have to say.
4-3, Jabeur Roud.
There he is, keeping himself warm and keeping that shoulder warm as well.
(5-3), Jabeur Roud.
Maria, what would you like the crowd to get away from these mixed doubles matches? What would you like them to see and kind of have a takeaway when you guys go out there and play?
I think actually it's just great entertainment when you have both tours united and just having very high level players from the WTA and the ATP tour playing together. I think it's great for the sport, and the level is pretty high. I mean, all the players today are decent, I would say.
Decent, just decent. All right, all right.
That was a decent serve. No, I mean, the lineup is, I would say, it's unreal. I don't know if you agree with me, but
6-4,
I'm sure you do.
Jabeur Roud.
Certainly do. It's never happened before that we've had 14 current or former top 10 players in a knockout competition here over one night on one court, and it's delivering. Tommy just squeezing that one a little wider.
Jabeur Roud.
You wouldn't have missed that, Cam.
The backhand, I think I'm missing. I don't think I can even get it up and down from the backhand from there.
Point of the night.
Ons is just toying with Tommy there.
8-4, Jabeur Roud.
Tommy was getting a bit of the medicine that Ons gives us each and every week. Am I right, Maria?
Yes. She actually offered me today to be my hitting partner, and I said, listen, Ons, I don't like your hitting. You're slicing too much, so I would pass.
Casper closing in as Ons and Roud put themselves ahead with 5 match points. Cam, hope you're hanging around, but thanks for sticking with us through this match. And also to you, Maria, who we're definitely going to see later as well. Good luck for the rest of the evening.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
What can Pegula and Paul do? Oh, they can do that! Just as he imagined it in his head as he swung his racket at it.
I mean, you can't construct a better shot than that. You used the whole frame, you didn't touch a single part of the strings, and somehow it not only creeps over the net, but it comes back to your side, so there's absolutely zero play to it.
Not even Ons can hit that.
No, no, Ons does not have the feel to be able to do all that.
Oh, he's ruined it all by apologizing to say that it was lucky. Just that nuanced tennis coming off the strings of Jabeur. She is an artist and they are the winners comfortably. 10 points to 5, and that is our third winner of the evening. Well, the Americans going, of course. Jess Pegula played with Taylor Fritz and Frances Tiafoe in the United Cup. She was with Tommy Paul tonight, but Blair is with the Americans right now.
Guys, a lot of fun to watch you play tonight. Jessie, you got to play with a couple of the American men at United Cup. You added another one to the list tonight. How much fun was that?
Yeah, that was so much fun. I can't believe Taylor's not playing with me. I was a little upset, but that's okay. The last shank over the net, though, I think made it all worth it for me.
Absolutely. And Tommy, you're playing with the #5 doubles player in the world tonight. Did you learn anything?
Yeah, I was just really nervous coming out. She was so professional. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I learned how to play better doubles than I do. So.
All right, there you have it. Tommy Paul, Jess Pegula. Andrew, we'll send it over to you.
Okay, thanks, Blair. Standing with the winners of that match, Ons and Casper. Ons, you really were toying with Tommy tonight. I mean, drop shots and lobs, drop shots and lobs. I know this is for fun tonight, but that was cruel and very difficult.
I know he likes to have fun and, you know, do all this tricky shots. So it was just, you know, about having fun. And I know when I do have fun, I just enjoy myself. And, you know, Casper was really supportive. You know, every time I say it, like, oh, it's like perfect, you know, just motivation for me tonight.
Okay, it was fun to watch you two. Casper, how fun to play with Ons, the friendliest woman on the WTA Tour, hands down. I mean, they're all friendly. I don't want to get in trouble, but you are, I mean, the minister of happiness for sure. How fun to play with Ons.
Yeah, I agree. She's very nice. You know, Ons and I, we both lost 2 finals last year of Slam, so we kind of have that together. We have a strong bond now, and this double showed it that we have a lot in common. So it was great and great atmosphere.
Okay, well, let's hope those losses perpetuate a big win for both of you this week and the next 2 weeks. So congratulations, and we'll see you a little bit later. Way to go.
Of course, for Casper, it was at the French and the US Open. For Ons, it was Wimbledon and the US Open. They'll be back tonight, though, as we have our next match, Bencic and Wawrinka Sabalenka Fritz. And here is the 4th match of the evening as well. And once again, a court that just has so much class on it. Of course, the Australian Open champion, Sabalenka. How dramatic was that down under, Coco?
That was an amazing final, and Arena has had so many opportunities going deep in slams consistently, and now she was able to break through in a tough 3-set battle.
Yeah, and also a wonderful doubles player, of course. We shouldn't forget that. She's won the Oz Open and the US Open as well. She's been ranked 1 in doubles as well. Taylor Fritz certainly on the doubles court doesn't have the same pedigree.
No, he had Jess Pegula to carry him, as she was saying just a second earlier. He's definitely not been on the doubles court as much as Arena has, but he definitely has the wins column here at Indian Wells, being the defending champion.
Stan, of course, 3 majors on the singles court, but of course won Davis Cup with Federer as well, played magnificently in the doubles there, and also, of course, won Beijing gold medal. And of course, for Belinda, we talked about the singles that she won at the gold medal, but was also a silver medalist with Golubic there. She's pretty handy in the doubles format as well.
She certainly is. I had the opportunity to play against her and Federer at Hopman Cup with Jack Sock, and that was a very trying experience. The boys just wanted to play together, so I just couldn't really get much of a feel with Belinda. They just took over. So hopefully out here, Stan gives Belinda more credit and gets to show her might out there.
She's got a big smile on her face, Sabalenka. It was a tough last year, wasn't it? Lots of problems with that second serve, and has fixed that problem, and suddenly the rest of the game clicked into gear.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the yips. I mean, you got to get over it, and sometimes it's more in your head and what you're hearing, what other people are talking about, than actually mechanically what's going wrong. So I'm happy she was able to figure it out and be able to kind of move forward from that moment in her career.
Can these 4 hang on to the rock, paper, scissors a little bit better than the others have?
Well, I think we are on the losing end of that, so I'm going with the loser's bet, not the winner's bet.
Our last group of rock, paper, scissors first-timers. Arena, Belinda, where you're going to see if you can put the rest of them to shame. Are you ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Arena, you look unsure, but we're going to see how this goes. She's thinking. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, scissors for Belinda, beats paper for Aryna. They're gonna receive. All right, here we go. Let's count them down, Indian Wells.
There's been so many nice innovations, and it is a revolution, the tie-break 10s in itself as a format. Of course, it debuted at the iconic Royal Albert Hall in London in 2015. This is the 11th edition as we get the 4th match underway here in the desert tonight.
Fritz to serve. Ready, play. 1-0.
That's one way.
Sabalenka, Fritz.
That was a statement. And I was going to say, he's got the second best serve on that side of the court. He has dropped the heat straight away. How will Wawrinka respond?
Sabalenka, Fritz.
Business, isn't he? Stan swings one out wide, gets his side
Sabalenka,
on the board.
Fritz.
Fritz, who lost in the final of the tie-break 10s in Dubai back in 2021, lost in the final there to Zubbergs. This is, in fact, his 3rd event now for the American.
He's just a veteran out there.
The battle of the backhands.
Seriously, I mean, Belinda does such a great job of taking time away. She was so far inside the court, taking the ball almost on the rise, which is so hard to do, especially in these conditions with a court that just grabs the ball. That's what makes the court so slow.
A nice opportunity, wasn't it? Taylor knows it.
It certainly was. I think he got away with murder there. I think Stan definitely had the upper hand in that rally, but I love Aryna going straight to Stan's backhand. I mean, I would have done the same thing. I want to see that backhand in person. I mean, that's one thing out here as the women, you never get to see these men play face to face. So I want to see what the best shot you got and show me the money here.
Sabalenka seeming to understand that Taylor Fritz was going to see her move early and cover the line, and he certainly did that.
I think she wanted to see if he had any legs left from Acapulco, and I think we saw just there. He's got just enough to cover the early move from Aryna.
And we got a couple of guests as well. Courtside, Leylah Fernandez, and first Hubie Hurkacz. Hubie, congratulations on the win. You've been playing very nicely recently. Well done on the trophy.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, it's fun to be out here, you know, having some fun on the court, and yeah, to watch a little bit of mixed doubles.
You look like you enjoy playing mixed with Iga.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, you know, it's a pleasure to play with Iga. I mean, she's yeah, bringing so much energy, and yeah, the quality of her shots and play is really amazing.
And Leylah, of course, you decided not to defend your title in Monterrey. How are you feeling at the moment?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm happy with the way I've been playing, and I'm just excited to be playing in Indian Wells now.
Leylah, there's huge support out here from the Canadian fans. How much do you take inspiration from that when you go out there and play, knowing that pretty much you have a home court advantage when you come all the way down here in California?
It feels great. I'm super motivated to be playing, and I'm just glad that the Canadian fans are able to come down here in Indian Wells and support us, every Canadian that's in the draw, and that we're able to draw that energy from them.
Normally called the snowbirds, aren't they, coming down for Canada, but not coming to California at this time of year. Oh, he's gone with the reverse serve, and he's nailed it.
He loves that serve. He loves that serve.
That was a great serve.
Impossible to read. Look at this.
It's not as good as your out wide lefty serve, Leylah, I have to say. Even though it's inside out and it has the lefty spin, it's just not as good.
I don't know about that. I think I got some competition there.
Hubie, have you got that serve in your locker?
No, this one definitely not. But yeah, I mean that was a pretty good one. He definitely nailed it.
I think we got to ask him some tips or something, because I want to learn that serve.
He's actually brought it out in tournament play before as well. Wow, it looks as though he's recovered from that epic 3-hour battle, doesn't it, in Acapulco against Tommy Paul, where he was vomiting at the end.
I mean, when you're winning that much, I mean, he won Del Rey, he goes straight to Acapulco. Sometimes you're just seeing the tennis ball like a beach ball. It's just, you can't miss. And even if you're dead tired, it's just, you find some sort of energy that just kicks you into another gear.
Where do you think she goes here, Leylah?
I think she's going to go wide.
Okay.
Wide. Yeah. No, I think I was wrong.
She kind of went body. Maybe she missed the wide serve.
Maybe. We'll say she missed the wide serve.
Well, this has been comprehensive, hasn't it, from Sabalenka and Fritz?
Yes, it has.
Well, Leylah, we may hear from you on the headset, but I just want to wish you the best of luck, of course, going into Indian Wells. I know you've been to the round of 16. You were there last year. Best of luck with that, and hopefully you can get your season kick-started. Hubie as well. We'll see you later with Iga on the court. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The comeback is on. It's a long way. It's a big gulf between the two.
I mean, we talk about scoreboard pressure. Taylor and Aryna are not feeling the scoreboard pressure right now.
Mixed team started. We've just got the 4 left, and this is the last team that slides into the semi-final spot. And it was a very awesome performance from Fritz and Sabalenka. Wawrinka's been in decent nick on the singles court. Couple of quarter-finalists for the former finalists here back in 2017. But the defending champion, Taylor Fritz, looks very sharp, as Andrew Krasny is going to have to wipe away the tears of the Swiss duo, who were simply outmatched by a quality pairing of Sabalenka and Fritz. Down to you, Andrew.
Okay, guys, we're going to wipe away the tears. That was a tough one, but the good news is you can always go home to see your Olympic gold medals. I think that's pretty darn cool, right? Stan, you first. You were a finalist at the BNP Paribas Open back in 2017. Great memories being back here in the desert. How special for you?
Yeah, it's always special. Thanks you guys for coming tonight. It's a great atmosphere. We didn't.
My coaches look so mad.
It was way too strong tonight, but we always have fun. It's great to play with Belly, and hopefully we can come back stronger.
Well, you will, because the tournament's starting tomorrow for you both. So, Belly, coming out here playing the kind of tennis you did, you're hitting the ball well, you're playing some of the best tennis in your career, going into this magnificent tournament with a lot of confidence, I would assume.
Yeah, for sure. It's been really a great start to the season, and at least we finally checked the box playing with each other. Even though it was very quick, but yeah, unfortunately there is no consolation round. But yeah, we got killed. But it was really nice. It was really nice to be here. It's a great atmosphere and a great event, and it's my first time playing. So yeah, hopefully next time we'll go further.
Okay, well, you've learned if you're going to get killed, it's always fun to get killed in tennis paradise. Way to go. Blair, what you got going on over there with the winners?
Yeah, nicely done, you two. This was like a well-oiled machine. You're even dressed alike. What was the plan going in tonight, Taylor?
I mean, we kind of gauged the whole the room. Everyone wanted to, everyone's trying pretty hard, but yeah, I don't know. I just played the best 10 points.
I just think this is only because how we fit, like our outfit is this is the key.
There you go. Okay, well, Aryna, we know you're a newly minted Grand Slam champion. We also know that last year, you played tiebreak 10s. You didn't walk away with the trophy. How much pressure have you put on Taylor to get it done this year?
A lot. I was just saying, like, you guys have to put it in, otherwise I'm going to be really pissed, you know?
High stakes tonight. Taylor Fritz, Aryna Sabalenka, nicely done.
It was extremely nicely done as well. Taylor Fritz playing superbly. What will the outcome be of the first semi-final that is upcoming just now? Swiatek, Hurkacz up against Sakkari and Tsitsipas. Coco, what have we learned from these two teams that we saw in those opening couple of matches?
I mean, first and foremost, we have to learn that inside-out serve.
Yep.
That was one of a kind. I don't know if Taylor's dad, Guy, ever taught me how to hit that serve.
What was he doing?
I don't know. He was saving it all for Taylor, I guess.
I saw you firing off a message to him, feeling as though you've been shortchanged. You get a refund?
I might have to go down there and talk to Guy if he's down there and just say, Guy, you know, all those lessons, all those hours that you gave me, the lefty serve wasn't there, I want a refund. Top 10 in the world was just not good enough, sorry.
Well, it's starting to get to the crunchy end of this event as well, of course, just a couple of matches away from the prize, which of course is $200,000 split between the two players out there, and there has been over $2 million that has been given away in this winner-takes-all format of tiebreak 10s. It has been a wonderful evening so far here. We've still got a lot more tennis coming your way. And of course, if you are enjoying this as well, there is an app that you can get on and get involved in it. It's called the Tennis Arena game. You can play tiebreak 10 matches with millions of users on the Tennis Arena app. You can download that for free on App Store and Google Play as well, and it's super quick as well. It doesn't chew your bandwidth. That's nice.
That is nice. I mean, you got to watch out for the roaming hours and all that stuff. I spend enough time on Instagram and Twitter to know all about that.
Yeah, it's a social evening here. It's mixed doubles. It's what a lot of these fans play at their tennis clubs as well, and they are getting a real treat here in Indian Wells. We've got the first of the semi-finals of tiebreak 10s coming up now. Andrew Krasny with rock, paper, scissors.
All right, rock, paper, scissors to determine who serves and receives. Iga, Maria, you ready? All right, let's hear it. Rock, paper, scissor. Okay, so the rock beats the scissor, right? So what do you two decide to do? You're going to receive. The Greeks are going to receive. Okay, best of luck to you in this semifinal. Way to go, guys.
Did you like to receive in singles, doubles?
I always like to receive. In singles mainly, in doubles, my partner always wanted me to start serving. But I like to receive just because you never know how nervous your opponent is. It gives you a game to kind of lock into the match and kind of get your feet underneath you. And, you know, even if you're not kind of ready to go and the nerves are overtaking you in the match, it could be an easy throwaway game and you're not down a break.
Ooh, unlucky. Decent reactions from Sakkari.
Sakkari's not afraid to be up there at the net. She's been up there all day challenging the men up there to say, come on, see if you can hit me. The only one who's been hit out there is Hurkacz.
Two of the players that won't be taking part again tonight being knocked out, Cam Norrie and Stan Wawrinka, but they'll be in action next week. Hurkacz with a beautiful drift across the court. He's a big man with a large wingspan.
He certainly is, and he's done a great job to make his body presence known. A lot about doubles is making the court feel so small, and if you can do that and make your opponent second guess where they're going to hit, makes a world of difference when you're out there on the doubles court.
Tsitsipas not taking any prisoners, needs a point on the board. Felix Auger-Aliassime, welcome to proceedings tonight. Hard luck early on tonight.
How are you doing?
We're doing great, and you?
I'm great, I'm great. Who am I talking to?
It's Mark Petchey and Coco van der Wey.
Oh, okay, I was listening to the voice, I was like, who is this? I wasn't sure. All right, how are you guys?
No, we're doing good. You enjoying the format?
Yeah, apparently I'm talking too loud, sorry. I was like screaming. yes, I'm enjoying it. It's my first time, and it was some good fun. You know, it's nice to step out with all these players, these great players on the court.
3-1.
Packed stadium.
Swiatek
Really cool.
Hurkacz.
You enjoy your time out here when you come to Indian Wells. What is one of your favorite things to do when you're off the court, when you're here in Indian Wells that you can't do anywhere else?
I mean, we've got the mountains all around us, and it's nice to kind of like get a afternoon off and go for a hike with like your coaches or your family. And when I mean hike, it's more of a walk. It's not really like
4-1.
hiking. You don't want to do that before a
Hurkacz.
tournament, but just to go out on a walk out there, it's nice.
So if anyone's on any of these trails, they might see Felix going
Yeah, they
up.
might. They might see me. I go every year.
Quick start here for Iga and Hubie. Maria with her favourite serve. Cuts the gap in half.
4-2. Swiatek Hurkacz.
I think I'm taking Iga and Hubie for the title.
For the title?
Yeah.
Not just for the win in the semi.
I'm calling it. I'm calling it now.
Is that only because you guys just faced a defeat from
No,
them?
I feel like they're a solid team. I know QB pretty well. She's a great doubles player, great serve, and you know Iga, #1 in the world. She's a great all-around player. So I feel like they're pretty locked in to try and win. But let's see.
I know things didn't go well for you tonight, Felix, but is this something that you feel like the players would get involved in most weeks, just to give the fans something a little bit different, something a little extra?
I'm sure. I mean, as you can see, it's packed, and I think everybody's enjoying it. You've got like, it's kind of like an all-star game a little bit. You know, you've got some of the best players, and I feel like if we would get more players involved, it would be a really good event. And you know, it was my first time doing it, but I feel like if we did it a few times during the year, you kind of like pair up with the same partner over the weeks and get better as it goes on. So it could be fun, yeah.
Great close.
There it is.
6-3. Swiatek Hurkacz.
What was one of the things out there, Felix, that you felt was so overpowering from the Polish team?
QB serve, I mean, the kick serve, like you saw me like just running around out there trying to catch his kick serve. So definitely that, and just the consistency of Iga. I don't think she barely like missed the ball. So they're just very solid all around. You know, they don't give really free points like we did a little bit, like I did. So that's why they're good.
6-4. Swiatek Hurkacz.
Well, it's also a little unfair. They've had the advantage of playing the United Cup together, so you got to get Layla out there to compete with you guys.
It's true, yeah. Me and Layla got to start playing more together.
This is getting interesting.
Yeah, this could be. I was gonna say this could be interesting now. They had like a small lead, but it's tight now.
I mean, we've been saying this for every match. Tiebreakers can change on just a dime, and it happens so quickly that
See, we were at 6-all, and I was thinking, all right, well.
you're gonna coast. It's gonna be easy.
No, I'm not. But like, okay, it's like it's tie game, and then like 4 points in a row. See you later.
He was almost on their side of the court, wasn't he, Hurkacz?
7-5.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get
Swiatek
by
Hurkacz.
Irby with just a slice forehand. I think you got to do a little bit more than that.
You had a pretty dramatic tiebreaker here against Nishioka, didn't you, Felix? Sorry to bring that
right.
one up. Sorry.
No, a
You
couple
did a
years
great
ago.
job of coming back from 5-1 down in the third. But
You have a good memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on this court right here. It was like my, it was my first time coming, and wait, was it? Or maybe not. Maybe second time. Anyway, but a couple years ago, and I always love coming back here. You know, always feel like I have good memories. That's where I got like my first ATP win actually. So it's nice to come back.
Hurkacz putting on a doubles clinic.
That was so quick
8-5.
coming across the court
Swiatek
like that. I
Hurkacz.
mean, geez, talk about taking over the whole entire court.
Maria.
Coco, where would you serve to Iga if you had your serve here right now?
I mean,
I'm not going to ask Felix because I saw Iga just eat his serve up.
I mean, here it's a simple answer is probably a body serve, just so she loses all the angle that she can maybe create. The other one is you got to stick with your favorite serve. When things get tight, you stick with your favorite serve.
She went for what you said.
8-6.
She sounds suspiciously like an expert in here, doesn't she, Felix?
She does. No, that's a good point she made.
I just have an earpiece in her ear. That's the secret.
They could still salvage this.
Ooh. That's surprising from Hubie.
8-7.
I don't know. Maria's forehand is pretty heavy. I mean, it's
true.
Proud of Stefanos of just letting Maria just have that moment of the cross-court forehand. Let Iga try to make her presence known, and thankfully, she didn't.
Let's see if Hubie can serve it out.
9-7. Swiatek Hurkacz.
What's
Match
his favorite
point.
serve, Felix, do you think?
I mean, I think out wide, and he can hit it pretty short too. He's gotten me a couple times with that one, but
he took all the subtlety out of that, didn't he? Just went for the pace.
Yeah.
Match won by Swiatek Hurkacz.
As you say, Felix, too good.
10-7.
Thanks very much for staying with us throughout that tiebreak tens.
Of course.
Good luck for
Thank
Indian
you.
Wells.
Have a good night. Thank you.
And Hurkacz puts the gloss on a wonderful performance there. Polish team are looking strong. They've been tipped by Felix Auger-Aliassime for the win. And they are going to be tough to stop. They are through to the final, but it was been a credible effort by the Greeks. They'll be a little disappointed, but they will also understand how well that the opponents played. Blair with Maria and Stefanos.
Maria, I was looking at your doubles history, and you don't play a ton, but when you do, you make sure to play with someone you like, one of your friends, and it's no different tonight. How much fun is it to team up with Steph?
And it's always great to play with Steph. He makes my life a lot easier on the court. He's an amazing player, amazing friend of mine, great person. But you know, it's tough for us, you know, to enjoy because of what's happening back home for us. It's very, very tough. Yeah, we're out here smiling and laughing, but you know, we are very hurt. We are very concerned, and yeah, it's not easy for us.
Well, thank you for raising awareness for that tonight. And Steph, we're going to keep this full, warm and fuzzy interview going. What do you like about playing with Maria?
It's one of the best tennis experiences that you can get. I've had the privilege to play this sport for a few years now, and one of the moments that brings me the biggest amount of joy is sharing the court with Maria and get to play in big stages like this. So I'd like to thank Indian Wells for making this opportunity possible, for giving us the opportunity to play here. And I've seen the tiebreak tens concept before, and I'm glad I'm part of it for the first time.
We certainly hope to have you back. Steph, Maria, thanks for being with us. Andrew, we'll send it over to you.
Thanks, Blair. I don't speak Polish, but I'm pretty sure that the two of you are already planning how you're going to win this whole event. You're like hitting volleys and talking about form. I mean, how exciting is it to be part of such a unique format?
Very exciting. I really enjoy playing mixed doubles with Hubie. I already had a chance on United Cup, and doing that again, it's great. And yeah, we're just having fun, basically. I really like also playing against guys. I feel like I can really, I don't know, play without expectations and be free. So, so yeah, we'll see what's going to happen in the final.
Well, it's going to be a big final. Hubie, how fun to come out and play with the #1 player of the world, your friends. You played United Cup in this kind of unique format. It's got to mean a lot to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, good to have a #1, the best player in the world on your side. So it's yeah, I mean, it's fun to play with Iga, and yeah, I think it's a great event. So I hope you guys are enjoying it.
How much fun are you having in Indian Wells? We call it Tennis Paradise for a reason. I mean, every year, year after year, the ATP and the WTA vote this tournament their favorite tournament. There's got to be a reason. Why do you find it so special here in the Valley?
Usually the weather, but this year, I mean, no, it's just different vibe, you know. For me, I always when I come here, I feel like I'm fully in work mode and everybody's so motivated to, I don't know, just get better, and they're practicing so much that you don't get free courts. And I don't know, it's just, yeah, like it's, you can feel...
It's great, yeah.
You can feel like it's a pretty like healthy competition, and I don't know, whatever.
Okay, whatever. Hubi, what about you? What do you find so special about Tennis Paradise?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of palm trees around, and I like palm trees, so yeah, that's pretty special. And yeah, I mean, the weather is usually amazing. I mean, today there were no clouds outside, and same, no clouds here again, so.
It's going to get warmer, I promise you. This is a fluke. It's going to get a lot warmer, but we got blankets out here. We got sushi for you. We'll make it comfortable. Welcome to Tennis Paradise. We'll see you in the finals. Let's hear it for Team Igahoo. All right, they're through to the finals.
Yeah, it's a little cool, but I'm sure all those fans have been warmed by some sensational tennis as we had in that first semi-final. We've got the next one about to get underway. Sabalenka, Fritz against Jabeur and Ruud. Well, you have to say, after watching their opening match, Sabalenka and Fritz are the favourites heading into this one, Coco.
Definitely. I mean, they're showing how they are a powerhouse team. They're both big servers. They're both big returners. They're both big hitters off the ground. But now you're facing basically the complete opposite. You're facing a bunch of feel. You're facing a bunch of steadiness from Ruud. And we'll see who wins, might or consistency.
Well, Jabeur's subtlety can really upset your rhythm as well. Sabalenka, somebody that likes to grip and rip, as we see the youngsters here, which is great to see as well, isn't it? So important for tennis to stay relevant.
Definitely. I mean, this is a great atmosphere that everyone can play. Everyone can play a tie-breaks tens in any sort of fashion, and that's what we've shown here tonight. You can not only do it in singles, you can now do it in mixed doubles and have everyone involved, everyone engaged, and to show fans a different way to play tennis.
Yep, and you can see just by how many fans have come out here prior to the main event getting underway, just how this has grabbed the attention here. It's a lovely condensed version of the sport that we love, and it showcases not just the men and the women in terms of the genders, but also the skill set that these players have out here in terms of the mixed doubles.
Definitely. This crowd loves to watch doubles. I learned it myself when Bethany Maddox-Sands and I won the title. We had bigger crowds for doubles than I did my singles matches. So this crowd wants to know how the pros play doubles, and hopefully they show them here tonight in mixed doubles.
Well, they've enjoyed themselves. Some of them perhaps should just sit down. But anyway, he's having a good night, and who am I to describe it? Well, there was some cheers early on in terms of the fans with their drinks, but there was some outstanding action. Big smiles early on for the Greeks, but unfortunately they're out in semi-finals. Oohs and ahs from everyone. Tommy Paul has been in a rich vein of form this year. Jabeur back in action here in Indian Wells since the Australian Open. Sabalenka is the champ. We've got so much still on offer. Blair Henley with the rock, paper, scissors.
It is our second semifinal of the night, and this is the rock, paper, scissors matchup we have all been waiting for. Aryna Sabalenka and Ons Jabeur. They are ready. The stare down is on. Let's see it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors beats paper. What are you guys doing? All right, Ons and Casper will serve. Let's make some noise, Indian Wells. Count them in.
Yeah, this is starting to feel really meaningful right now as well. We know who the other finalists are, of course, Iga and Hubi. Who are they going to face? Casper to start. Let's play.
Ready, play. 1-0. Jabeur Rood.
I just don't think Aryna was expecting it to come that slow. Looked like her feet kind of stalled out and she kind of reached for the ball, and you could almost hear it in her grunt that she was more disappointed in herself in the shot selection than actually the outcome. No mercy from Ons, going for the peg on Taylor. The home crowd kid is getting beat up.
Well, one person that knows how to return that serve most recently, I think, is courtside. Tommy Paul, welcome to you. Congrats on the year so far, not just, of course, what happened in Acapulco.
Yeah, thank you guys. That was my match with Fritz was pretty crazy down there. I'm happy he wasn't playing like he did in his last breaker here.
2-1. Jabeur Rood.
Have you recovered yourself, of course, big cramps, of course, and then a 3-set loss in that final? How are you feeling coming into the first Masters 1000 of the year?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I did a full recovery. Had my physio working on me, and it's been a couple days now. I feel all good. Had a light hit on this court today with Sir Andy Murray, and body felt great. So I'm ready to go. Super excited. I mean, this is every player's favorite tournament, you know, so everyone's real excited to be here. As I almost get run over.
If that match against Taylor did not put enough of a strain on you, getting run over by Casper would have definitely caused some sort of pain.
That would have done it. That would have. What a point, too.
He was right to go for it, just couldn't find that forehand volley.
3-2.
How was the old man playing today, Tommy?
I mean, it's pretty tough to hit a winner on that guy. You feel like you have to hit 4 winners in 1 point to actually win it. It's pretty crazy. I'm happy I never played him before the hip surgeries.
Most improved shot of the season coming up. Coco, what was a liability last year has become a strength for Sabalenka.
It certainly has. I mean, it was always a dangerous weapon even before she got the yips, as I've been saying, and it's now nice to see that it's back and clicking, and it's always something easy to forget how well you were once doing a certain shot. When you lose it, it feels like you're never going to get it back, but I'm happy to see that it's now working and clicking.
And I think Paula Badosa's with us as well. And of course, Paula, tie breaks here in the desert was something that you'll remember very fondly, I would imagine.
Hello, how are you?
We're very well. How are you?
Yeah, I have amazing memories from this event. I think it's a very fun event. I think this year it's even more fun with the guys. So yeah, it's special to be back.
4-3.
I was obviously
Sabalenka
also
Fritz.
alluding to your win here against Azarenka back in 2021, that final set breaker after 3 hours.
Yeah, I have amazing memories from that year, and that match was insane. I think it was one of my best matches in my whole career. So yeah, it was in a good moment.
Got to ask you, Paula, I think it was 12 months ago that you were seeking out the marriage
Sabalenka
proposal. Where are we on that front?
I'm still waiting.
Still waiting, a year on.
1 year after, I'm in the same situation, guys. What should I have to do?
I think you need to get back on the microphone and try again.
I agree.
Well, it is that quality of return that Sabalenka has that I'm sure you've seen, Paula, in the past as well, that aggressive nature that perhaps produces double faults at times.
Yeah, for sure. And I saw it this morning already in our practice. I see it a lot. But yeah, I mean, she's very aggressive, fearless, and she's feeling it right now. I mean, since the start of the year, she's playing amazing. So yeah, she's, well, for me, one of the favorites here.
And I take it one of those players that's very different off court than she is on it as well.
Yeah, I mean, you see her like on court, and she's like fearless and sometimes like a little bit intimidating. And off court, she's like a teddy bear, you know, with a big heart and an amazing person. So yeah, she's so sweet. So very, very different. Yeah, she changes. That's what I think impressed me the most from her.
7-4. Sabalenka Fritz.
They are inching their way towards a final place.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Stand and deliver tennis there from Taylor Fritz.
Definitely wanted to show Casper a little bit of speed up there at the net with his forehand. Tommy, what are some of the things that you look for when you first come into a tournament from a practice partner? Are you first looking just to get a chill hit with one of your friends? Are you looking for someone with consistency? Is there a type of look that you like to see when you first come into a tournament?
That's a good question. I mean, I usually just have my coach set up whoever, and it's usually like the day right before.
Sabalenka Fritz.
A lot of players set up their practices like 2 weeks in advance. Like it's impossible to get a hit with Fritz or Nori when I'm at the tournament. They're set up 2 weeks in advance, and I'm like the day before, like, hey, you guys want to practice tomorrow? Like, dude, tomorrow? Like I said that like 3 weeks ago.
Tommy, I'm with you. I don't get these guys that set it up that early. It doesn't make sense.
I don't get it. But no, I mean, honestly, anybody. I was lucky to have a really good hit today, and I think I'm hitting with Hubie tomorrow, so another good one.
9-5. Sabalenka Fritz. Match point.
Paola and Tommy, thanks very much for sitting with us throughout the course of this second semi-final. We wish you all the best, of course, for the big event that's just around the corner.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Split in the middle on, so that's always a good play in doubles, is go up the middle, especially when you're playing with 2 people that have never played together. It's always
Fritz.
yours,
Match
yours.
point.
Whose ball is that?
Neither's.
Left for service.
Just lost that entirely, Sabalenka.
9-7.
But I like what she did.
Sabalenka
She
Fritz.
immediately blamed
Still
the
match point.
equipment. It's never the player's fault. It's always the equipment's fault. I mean, we're perfect. We're perfect athletes out there. It's always something else that affects it.
Suddenly, the tension, the
9-8.
knowledge, the $200,000 winner takes all is on
One
the
more
line.
match point.
And you just never know, even for these great athletes that have won so much, what it means. Jabeur back in action, throwing her spells.
Do we see the inside-out serve here again? Do you think he has the guts to do it?
I think he's got the guts. I'm not sure he feels like it's the right play, though. put Ons under siege at the net there, didn't he, Taylor Fritz? He wasn't going anywhere near the firepower of Casper Ruud on that match point. He wanted it for his team, and he duly delivered in the end. It got tense, but they are through to the tiebreak 10s final here to take on Świątek and Hurkacz. Sabalenka more than playing her part. Big moment for them, but of course, Andrew Krasny now with the runners-up from the second semi-final. Down to you, Andrew.
Guys, you gave it such an incredible effort tonight. I hope you're happy and proud with the way you performed tonight. Ons?
I mean, honestly, it's a great experience to play with Casper. It's amazing to be here. Thank you guys for coming. I know it's cold weather, but thank you guys for making it. Honestly, I love this experience. I come back every year to play this, and hopefully it's a good start for both of us for the tournament.
It's going to warm up, by the way. Everyone's talking about how cold it is. It's going to warm up, I promise you. It always does in tennis paradise. Casper, you played incredible tennis tonight. It's got to make you feel confident going into probably one of the most prestigious tournaments in the world, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it was my bad there in the end. We lost. I did too many errors, but it was great to playing with Ons. Great experience playing my first tiebreak 10. So very happy to be here, and of course happy for the tournament to start tomorrow. And I'm going to do my best. I've never really felt too great here in my level and my game, but I hope this year can turn it around, and coming here that can give a booster for me.
Okay, we hope you do. If there's anywhere to turn your game around, it's at the BNP Paribas Open. Ons, how special to know that all the money is going to charities tonight in the community?
Very special. I mean, you know me, I'm all about helping each other, and then so thank you guys for contributing into this, and for me to be able to play here and help people is really important to me. So be kind to another.
Okay, we'll take that advice for sure. Ons Jabeur, Casper Ruud, Blair, over to you.
Taylor, Aryna, another really impressive performance from you two. Taylor, I'm curious how long this friendship goes back, and what were your thoughts when you heard that Fritzalenka was becoming a thing?
Yeah, this is a new team, new partnership, but it's working well so far.
I think it sure is, and no offense, Taylor, this is the doubles expert on this team, a two-time Grand Slam champion, a former winner here in Indian Wells. Aryna, you have another tiebreaker on the line here for $200,000. What's the strategy against Iga Hu? And you can whisper it.
Iga, remember it's 200K for winning. I'm just gonna put a little pressure on them, you know?
There you go, putting a little pressure on Taylor. We know you're from right around the corner. It was so fun to see you win here last year. How cool is it to be in front of this crowd before the tournament even starts?
Yeah, it's awesome just to have the chance to come out here and play in front of the crowd before it even gets going. The crowd out here tonight is amazing, and it's one of the many reasons why I love coming here. It's obviously one of my favorite events, it being such a home tournament for me. So.
Well, I think they're going to be fired up for our final. We'll let you guys get ready. Aryna Sabalenka, Taylor Fritz, headed to the tiebreak 10s final.
That's right, it is the final just around the corner as well. It is Sabalenka Fritz up against Świątek Hurkacz, and from what we've seen tonight, that is definitely what the form book said would happen. And this is it. This will be the final, of course. Just a reminder that if this has grabbed your attention tonight, of course, this is played at grassroots as well around the globe at local tennis clubs. This tiebreak 10s format. Of course, you can download the Tennis Arena app as well and play with millions of users around the world. It's fast and furious. As I said earlier, it's not going to eat up your data as well because it's just as punchy as what we've seen. Are you in favor? I know you've played it, but when you watch this, do you think this is something that people in tennis clubs in the USA will get behind?
Oh man, I don't see why not. As we've seen tonight, you can get through so many matches so quickly. You can get so many players involved. You can have so many different looks around the court of mixed doubles, singles, regular doubles, and even, I mean, mixed singles in a way. There's so many ways you could play this.
Well, everyone on tenterhooks here, wondering who is going to walk away with the $200,000 as well. I can't confirm that you can win that on the Tennis Arena app, by the way, but there has been over $2 million from these winner-takes-alls. This is, of course, the 11th edition of it. Coco's been a big part of the one at Madison Square Garden. This is the 3rd edition now here in Indian Wells. And of course, we've had them all around the world in places like London, Vienna, Melbourne as well. And it is growing in strength. The weather, as Andrew Krasny said, is going to improve. And I can assure you, having looked at the long-range forecast, if you are heading your way to the desert, it is going to heat up as we head towards the weekend as well. And who knows, these 4 players that we're just about to witness may well be the last 4 players on the singles court at Indian Wells Masters 1000 as well. It's been fun, the rock, paper, scissors. It came in right at the start of this, and look at that. Swiatek's having a lot of problems with it, Coco.
Yeah, she can't seem to get the rhythm right. It's all about the rhythm of how you throw out the call. You got to figure out your rhythm before you even throw the scissors, the paper, or the rock. It's a hard decision.
We're getting down to Andrew.
Go with rock, paper, scissor. This could be the most valuable rock, paper, scissor in history. $200,000 on the line. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Rock, paper, scissor. It is paper wins over here. So Iga makes a decision. Team Iga, you're going to serve. Okay, so Iga Swiatek, Hubie Hurkacz serving for the title. All right, let's hear it, Indian Wells. Are you ready?
Been so many illustrious players that have played this as we again look to the countdown clock to get to first ball here. Likes of Andy Murray, John McEnroe, of course, Coco's played. We've had Serena, Venus, Nadal, Djokovic. Who's going to win this first mixed doubles event here in the desert?
I do have to say, when I played with Serena in the tiebreak 10s at Madison Square Garden, the craziest thing I learned about her was she did not know how to grip her own racket. We had to have Daniela Huntakova grip it for her on the sideline. Oh, I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked.
This has been just so many firsts for Taylor Fritz. First time he qualified on tour, first time he made a Masters 1000 debut, first top 10 win came here at Indian Wells. Of course, first time he won a Masters 1000 as well last year. He'd love it to be the first time he wins the tiebreak 10s as well on his 3rd appearance in this competition, but it won't be easy. That was, again, beautifully coaxed down the line.
Absolutely. Arena just leaving a little bit too early, giving too much time for that down the line shot. You just can't leave that early. You got to hold, 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 and just shoot the last second. As you can see, Hubie is just doing so much more out there as the male figure on the mixed doubles court. When you're playing mixed doubles, that's the ideal partner. When you have a male figure up there moving, cutting, making the stab volleys and making your opponents from the baseline feel tons and tons of pressure.
Two players that will know these 4 players very intimately, joining us for the rest of this final as well. Ons Jabeur, welcome back as well. Thanks for coming back. And Casper Ruud as well. Who's your money on here, Ons? You were right early on.
I think on the Polish guys. I like the same country, you know. But they're playing really well, and especially Hubie, I feel like he's having so much fun. And he's so relaxed, and every time he does a great shot, he's like, not a big deal, and he looks at us. And it's really fun to watch.
Taylor making things happen, locks things up at 3 apiece. Casper, you won't be the first player that said you haven't always found it easy to play here in Indian Wells. What is it about the conditions here that players at times struggle with?
You know, honestly, for me, it's the ball that just I can't feel it in my strings. So it's a stupid thing to sort of blame, I think, or have as an excuse. But it does feel a little better every year that I come back. But it's just the pen balls. It's just not doing the work for me. I'm sorry to say to the pen guys.
And who's your money on, Casper?
I would say I hope for Team Poland as well.
Okay. Unity in the Ons and Casper camp.
We went through tough times together. Finals were tough.
4-3.
You've got a few days to pick yourselves up.
Sabalenka, Fritz.
Where's he going here, Casper?
Gonna go. Oh, he's serving to Taylor. Maybe he's gonna just go bomb body, I think.
Almost successful on that tweener right there.
Well, he knew it, and Taylor seemed to knew it. What serve was coming?
Ons, what did he do wrong on trying to successfully achieve that tweener there?
You can never turn that ball.
5-4. Maybe Sabalenka is requesting a replay on the serve.
Replay to see how good it was.
Thank you very much. 5-4. Sabalenka Fritz.
Plays well for somebody that sees the ball like that, doesn't she? Taylor's second serve against Swiatek's return. Like Swiatek's chances here.
That's the thing with these courts. Any ball that's a little bit mishit or hanging up a little bit too high really just slows down so much. I mean, Casper touched on it. It's a little bit to do with the balls because the balls do not grab the strings that well, but also the court. The court is just so slow.
Yeah, and the balls are different from women and men.
Foul shot.
So right now we're playing with women's balls, which is not
6-5.
typical for the guys.
Swiatek,
so they're a bit
Hurkacz.
different, actually.
It's the pressure there is less, no?
Yeah, less pressure, a little bit less pressure.
Because the weight is the same. I don't know.
Mm.
So I heard funny fact about the difference between both.
Yeah. Whoa, good get. Almost.
Well, that was brilliant, wasn't it?
6-0, we got ourselves a match.
I don't want to get too granular here
6-0.
because we're right at the business end of this tiebreak. Well, why do the players not sit together and get a uniform ball through this period? I know, Casper, on the men's side, if you had gone through from Dallas and played Delray, Acapulco, and here, you would have played with a different ball every single week. Why can't you get the same ball?
I don't know, it's just up to the tournament to choose or whatever sponsor they get with the balls. So whatever brand wants to sponsor the tournament. And I think there's a rule that you can't have the same ball 2 weeks in a row for... Let's wait until the point is over. Whoa. And that's, I mean, has to do with, you know, some players like Dunlop ball, some players like a Wilson ball, and so that, you know, whoever likes the Wilson doesn't get the benefit of playing with Wilson every single week. So I think it's a fair system, but just some weeks you just won't feel the ball as good as others, I guess.
Thanks for that explanation. As we have Taylor and Sabalenka up 7-6.
Iga certainly wanted that one. That would have been a hero shot if I've ever seen one.
Ons, where's Sabalenka going to go here? Where would you go against Hubie?
Let's go body or underarm serve.
8-7.
Well, she went big, and her catch went bigger off the return.
He certainly did. He caught Taylor by surprise, especially on that second one. I mean, it's always a good play once you've gone down line the first time to test your opponent one more time.
Oh, Hubert is serving now.
By the way, Iga always goes, Sabalenka always goes big. Never seen her going tiny.
Let for service.
Will he do his magical kick?
Let's not forget, there is $200,000 on offer in the next couple of minutes.
Oh. 9-7.
It doesn't make you the crowd favorite taking it at the net player, especially if they are the female, but sometimes you got to do the dirty work.
Or 200K?
Doing the dirty work for 200K.
9-8.
Oh, he's pissed.
Sabalenka, Fritz, match point.
That was the easy part, to save one of those 2 championship points. Now comes the tougher part.
Let's see what serve he goes with, if he goes for his specialty or not.
Oh, an I formation out of nowhere. Okay.
Big serve. Boom.
Taylor Fritz, Aryna Sabalenka are the champions of the tiebreak 10s in the desert. It is doubles in the desert for the first time ever in the 11th edition of the tiebreak 10s, and it was a magical night, and it's a couple of the game's biggest stars right now that have walked away with the spoils.
Definitely. Crowd favorite Taylor Fritz definitely brought the crowd into action, which is what you want to see out here for such a great cause. And Aryna just showing up and staying with her game plan. As Ons was saying, she hits big and only hits bigger.
And if you've enjoyed tonight, just make sure that you follow the Instagram page for Tiebreak 10s for the other tournaments that will be upcoming soon as we celebrate the champions here tonight with Andrew Krasny.
All right, we are out here with our winners. Congratulations to both of you. I mean, you came out blazing. You played great tennis tonight. You should be very proud of yourselves. How happy are you with the win, Taylor?
Yeah, we're really happy. You know, we said before the night started that we really wanted to come out and win, and we played really well against a lot of great players and great teams.
And it's a lot of money, you know, $200,000. I'm not sure if you're aware, Taylor. Aryna gets 175 and you get 25. That's
$199. No, why?
$199. You get 1,000. Aryna.
I did all the job. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you did. You carried him for sure.
He just served.
Yeah, he just served a couple times, but you did all the dirty work.
He deserved more.
No, you both deserve it. You both deserve the money. It's a pretty special moment for you. How thrilled are you with the level of play going into the BNP?
Well, you know, I know I feel good. I'm really happy to be here, and yeah, really looking forward for the first match. So yeah, I feel good.
Okay, well, congratulations to you both winning the Eisenhower Cup, presented by Massimo. And we're going to probably take a break, I think, and then we're going to come back and give you some money and give you some hardware. So congratulations to you both, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Look at those smiles, you guys. That's worth $200,000.
Well, Iga Świątek, of course, the defending champion in the Indian Wells Masters. She was the runner-up tonight. It's been another tremendous evening and a huge success for Tiebreak 10s. The 11th edition won by Sabalenka and Fritz. Well, it was always going to be a fabulous evening here. It was almost an embarrassing array of riches we had in terms of the quality of players that were playing in this 11th edition of the Tiebreak 10s. And Coco, it was very difficult to kind of pick at the start who was going to go through, and that is the road through to the championship for Sabalenka and Fritz.
Yes, it was. Fritz and Arena started out so great against two gold medalists. That is probably the toughest opponents they were going to face right out the gate, and they did a great job showing that their might and strength was going to overcome in any situation in these tiebreak 10s.
Yep, and they had to come across a couple of very sort of different types of players with Casper and Ons as well, the skill set that both of those two have.
Definitely. Ons was very crafty around the net. Casper with the wheels to get the extra ball back every single time, but Arena being a very classy doubles player, 2 Grand Slam championships to her name, was able to come out and just completely dominate that match.
Couple of flamethrower forehands from Taylor Fritz weren't there as well in terms of what he hit at Swiatek. He wanted the win. It is the great revolution in tennis, tiebreak 10s, and a third time of asking. Fritz is the champion with Sabalenka as we head down to Andrew for the trophy presentation.
All right, thanks, Mark. You know, we're standing in front of a beautiful Baccarat trophy, and we've got a big check to give away. A big thank you for everyone joining us tonight for the Eisenhower Cup presented by Massimo, a tiebreak 10s event this evening.
That's right. A special thank you to Eisenhower Health and Massimo for making tonight possible, along with all of you, our incredible fans. And as we've mentioned, all proceeds from this event are benefiting local charities.
All right, how about a round of applause for that, you guys? That's a lot of money. Joining us on court, Michael Landis, president of Eisenhower Health Foundation. Welcome, Michael. Also, Laura Fritz, Senior Vice President of Eisenhower Health, and that is not a coincidence. Laura Fritz is Taylor's aunt, so that's pretty cool to be standing next to your nephew. And Roger Wu, Massimo Senior Director of Creative Services.
And now I'd like to invite Roger Wu to present the $200,000 check to our champions, Taylor Fritz and Arena Sabalenka.
$200,000 bucks. $199,000 goes to Arena, and $1,000 goes to Taylor.
And now Aunt Laura Fritz will present the trophy.
That's pretty cool. She gets to give a trophy to her nephew. That's going to be shared. I'm sure we'll get a second one for Arena. But there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for our champions, Taylor Fritz and Arena Sabalenka. And that concludes our incredible evening. On behalf of Mark Petchey, Coco Vandeweghe, and my lovely co-host, Blair Henley, I'm Andrew Krasny, and we'll see you when we do this again next year, but we'll see you tomorrow for the BNP Paribas Open. Good night, everybody.
Well, they're the smiles. You know what that feels like to win big trophies. That's a big trophy for them, Coco.
I mean, absolutely. It's like we were saying out there, the whole match, 200K, split between the two of them. That's a lot to play for, and it's such a good feeling to come in with a trophy before a huge tournament just like this.
And also coming into a big event like this, I said it to you in the broadcast, but I'll ask you again, do you think this is something that could become kind of the norm for tournaments, to put ahead of it for other fans that possibly can't come?
Definitely. It's a great way to see your favorite tennis players out on the court in a different way. And it's fantastic to see tennis just open its horizons to different avenues of what this sport could be.
Yeah, and I think you get the sense as well. We were fortunate enough, obviously, to get the players on the headsets. The more they do it, the more they become natural with it. They were also pretty natural already, but you get to see their personalities. They're a little less guarded, aren't they?
It seems to be that way. I mean, you get a good group of people, a good group of friends out there, and they feel confident and comfortable with each other. You're always going to get some good laughs, some good action, and definitely some good banter between everybody.
And that's what we want, isn't it? Content. We want content.
Absolutely. I wish there was a little bit more trash talking. That's the only
Yes.
critique I'm going to give the players on the mic, but that's about it.
You're absolutely right. We had pretty much everything tonight, to be honest. It has to be said, this was the 11th edition. It would have done pretty much every single one, and it was the most fun tonight as well. I think we got to see a great side to all the competitors. We saw some quality from Taylor Fritz. He may be very difficult to beat as he tries to defend his title. Sabalenka has been awesome. It has been tiebreak 10s that has delivered another special night here. Every point counts, and every point did count tonight, right from the get-go. 4 match points it took for the Greeks to get through to the semi-finals. And here in the desert, as I say, tiebreak 10s for the 3rd time, and it delivers a perfect 10. We'll see you next year.
Today, I just need to keep my space. You just need to find your